Give thanks and praise. Give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. We do give thanks and praise. This one is kind of impromptu. We just step out for express our opinion as usual from our perspective. The captions are the Western Territory, Indian Land, Secession in the United States, 1784 to 1894. So that's roughly 100 years worth of, you know, you just say implementation of foreign policies upon this location. And we don't like talk and not present the information where we are get the source, where we are get the information from. So we are look upon them congressional records, because it only makes sense to look upon what them have documented. And this way we can express to my people why I classify myself as a West Indian, because I'm in the Western Hemisphere, what we call the Western region of the earth. And again, it's only one continent exists on this side, and it's the American continent. And we say we are the original people, what I'm called Indian. And as time go by, in order for you, sir, this classification, them introduce a foreign group of people, what we call East Indian. These are some people from Asia originally, total separate and distinct phenotype. Now, these foreign people invade the location and occupy the location and subtly invite others and sign treaty and construct their system and place it upon us as a people. Now we'll take a look at the office of the historian. This are them government things, so not like we are fabricate anything. And it's a Continental Congress, 1774 to 1781. Now this is before these British colonists gain independence or declare independence from their British government, their British parliament, their British crown. So these British colonists came to this location known as America to them before they create their organized structure or their country with their states and their counties. So then impose all of this on the Western territories, which is the Western Hemisphere, which is the Indian territory. And their document express it clearly. This is not their land. This is our land. That's why I say this is our place. And that's why I say I share information that would be considered universal because it applies straight across the earth. And we're there for bring on clarity where most people will walk right past. One of the things where we have to get at before we even go too far is the fact that, again, you have what is known as the territory. And foreign people come within the West Indian territory and establish themselves and create what I'm calling 13 colonies. The 13 colonies derive from what I'm called a council. So you have a group of foreign attorneys. These guys are do these things from hundreds and hundreds of years of them thing and then bring it here. So these foreign attorneys who are in fact British chose to separate from their British Parliament, their British government, their British crown, and establish themselves here in America. This is how they usurp the Americas, calling themselves Americans when they are in fact British colonists. The next word for them is settlers. Hope my people, I get them clarity here. Yeah, man. So when you hear territory, just know so that we're talking about the continental landmass. And I hit them matriculate and call Commonwealth area. You understand? Where them are presume authority, but it's really a battle between these different foreigners. Because you have the Spanish who start this thing, enslave our location, and then came the British, and they unite together, where the Spanish maintain colonization and control over the southern region of the Western Hemisphere that would be called South American area, while the British, which is another fraction of these foreign people, they in fact chose to take control and dominate the northern region of the Western Hemisphere. So these people came from the east over there, all of them foreign to I and I people, and they came to the west. This is why around here is known as West Indies, and we are West Indians. There was no East Indies or no East Indian before. Why? Let me use the term Indian. It derived from Indios, which would be a Spanish word, which would, when you break it down, in would be a prefix meaning not. And Dios would mean their deity, their God. So when them look at us, them must say, boy, are we godless? This is a Spanish Catholic, you know. Them say we godless, so we need their God. So them call we Indian. And Indian would be the Indish, what them call English translation or transliteration. So when them say Indian is just the Indish variation or the English variation of Indios. Clarity for my people. Clarity. So when we have this designation as Indian, this is what was prescribed within their foundational documents when them chose to invade and totally colonize this area, when them expand themselves. Because remember, they came into the West Indian territory. You understand, as a council, and them established themselves, a few of them, and call themselves colonies, start with 13. And by way of their article of confederation, which was their confederacy, them create them organization, corporation, parent company called the United States of America. And the United States of America would be the country, and the country have at least 13 states when it starts, which are the 13 colonies. And remember, the state is a political division of a body of people, meaning them separate, that occupies a territory. So you say the territory is the complete continent landmass. And you have a specific group of people, what I'm calling, what divide themselves politically. So them separate and distinct from I as Indian is when you choose to participate and assimilate with them, you become a part of them, and you become governed and controlled by their rules. Because them have a system of rules what them impose. This is why may I tell us that there is a distinction between what is law or what constitute law opposed to rules and regulations. Clarity again, my people. Clarity. So I go read from my notes, and it should coincide with this kind of information I'm have on the screen here. So I will try move this as I read, but the item can pull up them thing here and follow. Now I'm say the Western Territory Continental Congress 1774. 1781. I got touch upon that before I go to where we have the Indian Land Cession in the United States. Now we say a century of slave courts guise as lawmaking for a new nation. U.S. congressional documents and debates 1774 to 1875. People, we are talking about 100 years. And pay attention. Remember, the Spanish invaded here in 1492. And then the British established themselves in the 1600. Specifically, I think it's 1655 here on the island. But it was much earlier, 1620s, on the mainland. This was when them chose to impose themselves upon the North American region of the Western Hemisphere. And Jamaica, by way of the equator, is located within the northern region of the American hemisphere. You understand? So Jamaica then in North America, like other so-called Caribbean islands. But the Babylon come and make them divide, and most of the colonized people, accept it without question. Now, again, there's a distinction between what is known as a territory, West Indian Territory or Western Territory, and there is a distinction with the state. When we tell us that the state is a political division of a body of people that occupies a territory, and then we'll go on to say defined by whatever frontiers. Now, they would go on to say the state is sovereign in its territory. And remember, the state had a political division, also referred to as jurisdiction, and has the authority to enforce a system of rules over the people living inside that jurisdiction. You understand? Again, you have the territory, and them have said the state, which is a political division, is sovereign in the Indian territory. We beg to differ, because the corporation can be sovereign. The only thing that can be sovereign is the living man and woman only. No legal fiction Alternatively, used as a corporation can be sovereign only because it's an artificial construct. You know what I mean? It exists only on paper. So that's clarity. That's why I'm telling us I challenge these people. But if you're afraid, then admit the fact that you're terrified. But don't say you're enslaved. Don't say you're not free. Don't say none of that nonsense. Keep those negativity. Because we say we're free and we choose to demonstrate that truth. Yeah, man. So again, never touch back. Because this is how it is, We're going to go back and forth, forget the clarity. Because we are talking about the territory, we are talking about the state, and we are talking about the country. People use everything, alternatively, and I know say, there is a distinction. Now, it says the system of rules is commonly composed of a constitution, example, Chapter 3, Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom, as amended, is the Constitution. Statutes would be statutes at large, which would be the legal process and formality and procedure to express codes and make it enforceable, put it that way. And then them say regulations. So you have constitution, statutes, regulation. Remember, rules and regulations are legal standards. And you have the common law. When you say common law, know it a deal with contract, verifiable contract. You know what I mean? Where you remove all presumptions because you're here in common law, not equity, where everything is equal by way of a whole bunch of deception, my people. Hope you get it, Again, let me start again, because I'm going to touch on country. Note, a state is a political division of a body of people that occupies, not the entire people, a body, a specific group of people that occupies a territory meaning land mass. And then I talk about the Western territory, meaning the Western Hemisphere. All land mass in the Western Hemispheric region, my people. So when the mainland people and hear me say, oh, we are West Indians, and them think may I exclude them. No. May I put it in its correct context where the legal instruments that is out there will apply. It's not a personal thing where may I look for some little parish in a Jamaica for claim. No. I man claim all of this area. So all of Jamaica belong to me. All of the other Caribbean islands belong to me. Everything on the mainland, everything on the southern region, all of it, the Western Hemisphere, I take claim for it. It's mine. No sodomite from the Eastern Hemisphere can give me no talk. They can't verify nothing. I am here to prove that I am he. Just like my people. We are it. All you foreigners are here doing business on our land. We're not supposed to give in a talk. This is why I will advocate for armed resistance. Dunce people, especially them on the island here, are clueless. Them are create a police state where you have my view platform, a cheer on the police them for totally genocide the people. After them, this very same system create the political, say, upheaval that is there. It's all politics. And this is a political division that exists within our territory. All of it is not apartheid. All of it not consent to it. This is why I say, police, when you're outside of law, you're a criminal, and you will always be that criminal. And a time will come when you shall be hanged just like all the other criminals. So when on this island was the people perpetuate the United Nations depopulation agenda, and I use so-called state agents as the enforcer, but them now go ask no question. Them just a totally eradicate, neutralize, or terminate my people. First, them classify them as criminal, because the very politician create the criminal environment, create the gang culture, and create all unlawful actions and activity here in this island. And by extension, are the very same thing are going on the mainland. Remove the political system and things should get better. Or enforce the laws that are there, the rules and regulations that are there. Not your compliance. You can't tell if it's a enforce compliance. What is that? That means if the police tell us roll over, you should comply with the police. I don't agree. You know, you must say, I don't forget it. I want to go and get it sodomite once outside of the law. Who the gonna think gonna is? This is why I hate the illiterate class. I hate the no IQ people that exist within those political constituencies. Wanna not impress me? Because I look at them as dunce, period, irrespective of what I say, irrespective of how I act. Why you not dunce? Because most of them is enslaved and voluntarily chose to participate within that enslavement unknowingly. I make on a dance. Because when you lack knowledge, you dance. It's like living in darkness without access to light. So me a fire burn the Jamaica government, and me a fire burn the Jamaica colonized people, and me a fire burn the Jamaica political system, and me a fire burn them constituency. Hashtag my view, hashtag politics watch, hashtag on stage, hashtag all of them little political platform that we only talk politics, only a participate, enhance that colonial slavery. Through them no know. Dance like rat bat. How me know them dance, my people? Because me a dance too. The only difference is I choose to apply myself. All of we are dance, but the ones that we choose to apply themselves will be set apart naturally. Impossible for a sodomite enslave a man but think critically. Totally impossible. Now, what's a century of slave code guides as lawmaking for a new nation, U.S. congressional document and debate 1774 to 1875. Again, the Continental Congress was the governing body by which the American colonial governments coordinate their resistance to the British rule during the first 2 years of the American Revolution. What American Revolution? That was a British colonist rebellion called revolution. Because them a rebel from Great Britain. and they are British. You understand? Nothing to do with American. This is why we call them Federal American. All of these people are Federal American because they exist within either the country, the federal country, or the federal states. Them can't exist on the Indian territory, the West Indian territory, or the Western territory. No, Babylon removed them and put them in a for their own constituency. But now they have total control over these citizens. I hope we not get the clarity, because I try present it in all different variation so you people know. So you are free, but this is how them are choose to colonize and enslave you. So if you don't know the truth from the root, then you know nothing at all. What guru express it this way? None. Not one out there. Hashtag here. Hashtag one name. Yusuf F. They don't express it this way. Them not tell you say you are free. You are free. We all are free. So may I express it and I show the eye them say, this is what them use. Write on paper and deceive with word wizardry. This is why I say me exist in that what them call it Commonwealth, that's what them call it territory. So now me not have to call it Commonwealth no more. Now me can say I, as a West Indian, exist within the Western territory. And I can bring documentation to verify those word, phrase, all these terminology. If you don't have comprehension of the words where you are used and what's happening, what's going on, it's in fact Babel. Remember the Tower of Babel? That's what you do when you speak this so-called English language, when you don't really have the etymology. So step by step, people. Don't blame me. Don't fight me. You understand? Challenge this information. I say all of them are foreigner. And a lot of my people, because of the assimilation, them excuse these foreigners. You have others where, because of them, you know, call it intercourse with these foreigners, them excuse them. I don't have no kind of attachment with no foreigner. I mean, I have no foreign friend, period. I can't look and think about a friend I may have with a foreigner, period. I don't. Just like how I can't look and see when I have no gay individual, I have no gay children, I have no gay brother and sister, I have no gay uncle, I have no gay cousin, I don't have it in my family. I have none of it were published where we can say, oh, that one there kind of twisted, you know. I don't have it. I don't have it. And all when I think I can't find it. So if any exists, some other dollars or some other mother side of people what we don't know about. You understand? Because when I born, I come see my grandfather, my grandmother, I come see my mother, and I come see my two uncle. And that was my family. And we'd have a next uncle live uptown up at you and them. That was the extent of my family. That was the extent of my world. The two uncle, two will live with me and one live uptown. My grandfather, Daddy C, and my grandmother, Mama Birdie, and my mother. My father never lived there till when we reached about 6, 7. Them time the 8, them time the we hear sort of my father dead, police murder my father. So me can't come go on like say bag of relative have nothing to do with me. I will send them anywhere them I come from any outlet. Listen to me carefully again. Any relative. Why? I don't know no. I don't know me. I don't do nothing for me. Period. Now, some of them extended family can be problematic too. Because here my son start with my family small. And when quick by 70s, my uncle am gone. Two uncles I live with me. Foreign and that. So them out the picture. So it was just mother and granny now. And grandfather till grandfather dead, 84. So it was just mother and granny now. Because I can't say the uncle them left and come back and build big house and structure places for feed them mother, which would be my grandmother. So we could have lived sweet. Nothing like that not happen. Same place at Greenwich Farm, same must about $20, $30 for rent at the time. And go through with, a tenement yard, two different family house in the yard and mistroop them and them thing there. So when me I try say until this one, when the old lady say, yo, this is when we can say we own. I remember me tell us we have an uncle who live uptown that own film place. You understand? So me I show you how we as a people is. When we for come and build us, we spread out and build others and make us suffer. But when us, the one them where them left to suffer, come up and structure and say, make something happen for we, everybody else don't come together and say, all right, since it's that I could build it. No. Them still stay away and build them own nothing at all. But them want to eat from the foundation where them should have set. And when me I talk this is just an analogy. We go straight across the board. We now work together to build us. We spread out ourselves and build everybody else and watch us dissipate. But the moment one of us get up, then everybody expect to literally eat you away, eat you alive. And then now remember where them a come from. That's why I say fire burn. No boy, no girl can talk to me. Because I'm there in a location where I went me 21. My mother and my grandmother. My proudest moment was when me know say my grandmother never have to live nowhere for pay rent. Me never worry about my mother. Because my grandmother raised me. And my grandmother I call mama. I call my biological mother by her given name. And that means me not love my biological mother. But there is something unique with the grandmother where I feel her breast, I feel her big broad arm, I feel her chest, more so. Now say you don't know your mom. You understand? Our people as a people, we do not come together to build each other. You understand? And that's the problem. I say when we do come together so we are build, every individual has their own ulterior motive and them is only there to take what them can get. Once them get them filled, them gone and allow whatever structure there to mash up. This is our people. That's why I'm not playing a game with you people. Pay attention. You share information and now I get so specific where people want aid and then pay me for aid them. If I just some advice, you pay me for talk to me. You send a strength to my office. And when you don't, I tell you fuck off. Please don't contact me. Go contact the people and what your support. It's that simple. Our information on a surface information, we are bring clarity. Because we say we're free. So we are prove that facts are we're free. And we are express it using the Babylonian records. This one me I touch upon is the congressional records, and I mean make it up. But most of the colonized people ignore these things and want to create all kind of garbage when them are slave. Enslaved and can never be free because them don't know them are slave. Them don't know where is the slavery. Them cannot express it. But them always present themselves as if they are the authority. And all me always say, prove it, sodomite. Whoever you are, prove it. Present that authority. That's all it is. So again, when you hear them talk about American Revolution, now man, the British colonists are rebel against them Great Britain crown. Yeah, man. And then this congressional system, yeah, what I'm call it, the Continental Congress, balance the interests of the different colonies and also establish itself as the official colonial liaison to Great Britain. So the very foreign people separate themselves and create a little organization where them can talk to them slave master and say them want enslave the Indian them were there, them want to take over everything around here, them not have nothing to do with, you know, Great Britain per se. Because now them are federal American. So F the Indian, F the American Indian who is the origin. You understand? Nowadays foreign usurpers take a place. And all you have to do is read these instruments, pull it up and read it, come there in my notes. Them say as the war progress. All right, we're going to start again. The Continental Congress was the governing body by which the American colonial government coordinated their resistance to British rule during the first 2 years of the British colonist rebellion called Revolution from Great Britain. The Congress balanced the interests of the different colonies, which were 13 of them at the time, and also established itself as the official colonial liaison to Great Britain. As the war progressed, the Congress became the effective national government of the country, and as such conducted diplomacy on behalf of the new United States. What are those? That's the new country. That's the new 13 states, where they established themselves by way of the Article of Confederation. And remember, we said confederation, confederacy is defined as a group of people come together for illicit action, for unlawful action, illegal action, criminal action, for colonization. Don't let them use word wizardry and then slavery. We are free. That's our new faculty of thinking. We are free. Let them prove that we're not. They can't. Have them rebut this statement that we are free. Come on. It's a whole heap of thing me have you saying about, you know, true me have to always break down this. Me not like when I'm there and the time run gone and you know what I mean? Anna Joel Jaguar, we just come through on this side. Yeah man, the time run gone and you know, me have to stay out here too long, but I'm gonna do my best with this thing because it's essential. Now, again, we are talking about the Continental Congress. It said the first Continental Congress met in September 5th to October 26th in 1774. This is before them established themselves by way of them independence. And this happened in Philadelphia. This was the original capital of these colonies. Nothing to do with the West Indian, nothing to do with the niggers, nothing to do with the black, nothing to do with the original people here. These are these people. It's like me over there. I'm just organize myself with like a handful of people. I'm going to write on paper, just like how it's my structure. I'm going to place it on the organic public record and I'm going to do my thing. And later, I just add people. People just add, me just expand the thing. I'm going to spread out. You understand? Or I just go and do my thing quietly and privately and know some outside our Babylon I deal with. So this is why when you hear we express ourselves as our Indian nation, and we say this is our society, separate and apart. This is what I mean. We're not government control, because I'm telling us that, because of the lack of information. Practically 98 or 99% of any organization that exists now from that time till now is government control. Why? Because of how you organize, arrange, and construct your organization. All I now look to Donald Trump for something, and Donald Trump is just the CEO for the slave corporation known as the United States of America. That's the country. It's a slave organization. And when you hear them talk about states, that's just the political divisions of the very same. That's why I say you have to declare yourself as West Indian, write on paper, just have some kind of documentation, say, I am no citizen. I renunciate from being that citizen where the mother said subjected, the subject citizen, the citizens that are subjected to the political entity or the political body politic or any one of them foreign government, yeah. We're not subjected to none of it. Period. This is clarity. No court can carry in them jurisdiction when we have this kind of truth. None. Them can't convict we of no crime. Them can't talk to it. Why? Because just a renunciation document is enough to prove that them not have no authority. And when they show that document, then for show some other document. Make them show the birth certificate entity where them can interface with and show where them have authority to do anything at all with it. This is why them use deception. This is why them give you a notice of recognizance. Because them want if your money were in your birth trust account. Because the birth certificate represent a beneficiary trust certificate. So everything where you say it's trust game I play out there. Because the government is there as a public trustee. You understand? And when you do the research on trust, you can't really discuss a trust. Only the parties to the trust can discuss the trust. So if I my name upon the trust, me have authority for discuss the trust. The judge name not upon my trust. The judge can't discuss that. That's why when we go court, them take me out of the general area and put me in a private room, private area, where it's just me and the judge and whatever police I bring a charge and the basic people and where I take the information for the court. I don't think they are my experience. I don't think absolutely no other Jamaican where I try express themselves as free got through none of this. Them don't know nothing about it. Them not have no first-hand knowledge. I do. This is why I speak like this. Me not have to show off and brag. I truth me at all. But sometimes the truth seems stranger than fiction, so people have problem even processing the information where I might share, but me have to present it. Me not have no other option but to present it. And me have shown it clearly, so then people take over fool. That's why I'm going so. I make them know brawling, say sodomite, me not have a problem, I decapitate you. And line up your household. Because you have tried to enslave me and my people, and we now have it. We got root out on the sympathizers, and root out anyone on a public servant. We are step out of line, and we're going to raise them location, and we're going to decimate them bloodline, which pussy can charge me for threat. Pussy. Period. And I'm not standing around here, so. And when my people become cognizant, we're not going to fight physically. We just stay home and say, go suck your mother with your work. We're not going to work until certain changes are implemented. We just not participate. What are you going to do? Beat us, arrest us to come to your work? What will happen? You know, so them draw a card and say shut down the country and say COVID, all you slave, comply. I didn't. I make video when I'm there out on the road Me and some warrior with their Cane River, with their forum, with their bow. Sodomite can't give a talk about slave. That's why I'm saying our people have to start learn and choose to arm themselves, because the enemy is not what you think. Right now on this island, I see where the government has expressed itself as our enemy, and it has used the police as them enforcers. That's what I go on, because them totally disregard human rights and them totally disregard the fundamental rights and freedom. So right now we are existing what is known as anarchy. It is in fact a lawless society. Not meaning the law not exists and the law is there. But the government that is dominating the area have become a tyrannical government, has become despotic. And them are ruled by force, where them are enforce compliance, not to law, but to corporate public policy, which Guru can rebut that statement. None. Most of them are work with the very system we are oppressed with. Most, if not all. That's why my platform not big like theirs. You understand? Because when you're ex-police or police, you have the whole gang of police. When you come out, if you subscribe to you, so your platform jump from, well, your platform never start with 1, 2, 3 subscribers. It start with 10,000 subscribers. So you know most of you guys are what we call plants out there, foreign agents out there. But you might fool some, but not all. Because by their words, you're going to know them. By their deeds, you're going to know them. Naturally. Now, I'm not going to further. I'm going to just lock off this, and the next time I can come back and talk on it. But I'm going to read about the Congressional Congress. And the item of know said the Continental Congress is a de facto Congress. This is why we said them operate from a de facto perspective, and the congressional documents state that, my people, if you read it, well, let me make it the item say. This are the document, this are government document, government information, we them have somewhere. And you're going to see right here, where it said, as British authority crumbled in the colonies, the Continental Congress effectively took over as the de facto national government. As the de facto national government, not the de jure, my people. You understand? Not the de jure. Make us see if the factor come up. It's a de facto, in fact or in effect, whether by right or not. In other words, the de facto would be where you say the executive people them do them own thing. They might make up some things when I coincide with the common law area, put it that way. So you have the common law area maintained under the Constitution, which would be de jure, lawful, and then you have the de facto area. Then you have the common law area, and you have the public policy area where they deal with negotiable instrument. This is when them change everything in 1938, and I deal with public policy. You know what I mean? Opposed to the common law of contract. Now they must say them can presume and assume anything, and you have to prove. So them presumption is wrong, put it that way. Opposed to the common law where you now can bring make a presumption without you have proof, or else you'll get a judgment. So before you come in here, you can't bring a fiction in the court. If you come in here with a fiction, we're going to chop off your head in the court, you're not going to leave. So then get away from that and come in with them brand new system, brand new negotiable system where you can just tell a lie upon anybody, and if him don't even know, so you tell a lie upon him and put it on paper, and him not rebut it, yeah, that lie stand as true. So this are when them change, you know, the most laws were there in the earth to fit them kind of legality in order to enslave the people, basically. So again, as the British authority crumbled in the colonies, the 13 colonies, can remember Jamaica was a part of the United Kingdoms and colonies by the independence document. So as them spread them blanket, them take over the whole Western territory, meaning the whole landmass in the Western hemispheric region. You understand? So a state is separate and distinct from the territory. And the country is separate and distinct from both. And the county is still separate and distinct from all. You understand? But all out of them bullshit. We exist in the Western territory. Yeah, man, the Indian territory. That's why we are West Indian. And we exist in the West Indies, meaning the Western territories. Channel. Sometimes the clarity come in ways where, unlike a planet, or even, you know, I said, boy, this is where you come bring forward. It's just that when, like we were always apply ourselves, a study, a think, a contemplate, and I look upon these things, look through these things, then it like a jump out at me. And then kind of break down, and most people not have time. You understand? Everybody want to show how bright them is and I participate in the slavery. That not impress me. That's why we are always have issue with all of you gurus out there. Why? Because from on out there till now, nobody never do what me I do, or I said what I'm saying. That we all are free. Yeah, man. Rearrange your faculty of thinking. Just think free and know you're free. But you have a Babylonian system where impose a sophisticated form of slavery upon us as a people. And when I say upon us, I talk about the West Indians. Because all kind of foreign people from the East came over here for a better life. But when them come, them would have to genocide us as a people for clear way for themselves and their kind. Foreigner out there, rebut this information. Any foreigner out there. Because me can tell us that all of you foreigners' point of origin is over in the eastern hemispheric region of the earth. I want to make some other people from up at the Black Sea area encroach and phone a location and mix and mingle with you and push you out and then come over this location and I try to do the same. Without accurate knowledge, we're not going to figure this thing out. Period. Impossible. And that's why I will say the unification is important. Because when I just bust my platform, you can check me, used to have 300 views, 200 views. Quick, everybody come around, come look. Because them I learn. And when we say unite, before the people and us come together and make we unite, them start besides them know everything and then can do their own thing and create all different kind of nonsense while them enslaved. That's why we not accomplish nothing. When you hear about the Congressional Congress, no, these are what you call the attorneys. And the very same attorneys, Albert Pike, create system for regulate Indians, but him couldn't regulate all Indians. And then telling the specific Indians what them choose to regulate. That's why we're not, agree when some people just tell we say we are some kind of African descent. That's nonsense. That's colonization. When I hear people use that term Africa, no, that's a colonized individual, because they are totally unaware that Africa is a term that was coined when foreign people invade that location and create a province back in 146 BC. But do the research, people. Let's do the research. Now them want to tell us everybody derived from Africa by whose standard? Which one of you was there when all of that happened? I don't agree with that. I said that's colonization. When them try to tell us that everybody come from Africa, that's colonization. Because Africa is a foreign word, controlled and coined by foreign people. But the colonize will take a while to get these things. So I'm not participate in what them do out there. When they see me step out and bring information, is to rebut anything whether foreign people them bring forward, because they have no standing in our land. The only thing them can do is employ police, maroons, and Moors for do their dirty work, for be their slave catchers and protect their slave legacy. That's why you hear me tell us, me have police friend, but them not get involved, because them understand these things. Them know say it's a work them do, and them have to sustain themselves and them family. So them do them work. Them not get involved in the extra nonsense what politicians induce them into. Them not get involved. Them not want the big car. Them not want none of the fanciness. Just like how you see me settle with my pro box, because I don't want to get involved. I remember when I come from foreign and there, out and all different kind of people link me. All different kind of people. Couple of the people, well, few of the people will link me. Them past now, gone. Yeah, man, I could remember a brethren I say, yo, no, you name dollar, I've done a town in there, you know. A you name dollars, we are just come. And I just laugh at it. And so we are ball a Waterford. Some ones I say, wow, you can do some coaching and fitting and same thing with Greenwich Farm. But for some reason, me know say it takes strength to deal with them things. And the moment you not have the strength and I forgot I do the work and I depend on others for any kind of support, financial or anything, then you're gonna be at these people's bidding, put it that way. And show me not like them kind of energy there when me have to do the work and show you are paid, you can tell me what to do, how to do it, that means are you to do it, not me. So I'm not get involved. When I sit down or more sit down and I know say when I get involved with all the team, me already have the resource. Me have barrel of boots, boxes a uniform, and we have the resource to maintain the season. That means when the youth them come at training, them have a meal a leave when training done. Because when me a little boy, I know enough youth come play ball and when night I go home. And lucky if them get some food when them got in yard. Remember upon Sunday morning we got training, we have some rat if it's not porridge, or some blend up, mix up and all these things. And them things encourage you. But Babylon not support them things. And if all a man like I go in any one of them community there, because I stay, them are going to brand me and say me a gangster. Because I'm not going to take no talk from the sodomite. I'm not going to hesitate to shoot off a boy or a girl face. I wouldn't hesitate. I'm not going to play no run and hide from which guy, which police. Me not. If I say, yo, why you do this, come talk to me, you know me, I come up front and say, oh no, I'm a fuck. Which judge? You understand? So it's a whole different level. And when me sit out there, where some little guy can just come and do what them want and get away with it with no repercussion and no retaliation, I don't agree with that. That's why I say you can't get me for being a criminal. Period. You can't criminalize me upon no level. Period. Why? Because me and you know in nothing, no kind of business. So anything when me I do on my own business, you can't call my business criminal pussy. I wonder if you don't comprehend what I'm saying. Once you separate from this thing, you structure and live lawfully, and then people have to stand down. And when them don't want to stand down, yeah, we're going at them location and decimate them. Them not giving a talk in our place. We wipe them out. We wipe out all colonists. We wipe out all colonizer. And we wipe out all of them sympathizer. Brawling. That are not even just a threat. That is a warning. That is our wake up rallying. War cry. Battle cry. Our new faculty of thinking. Sodomite we're not impressed with. Sodomite we can't make we afraid. And Sodomite we shall win. Because we have truth on our side. We have righteousness on our side. And we have law on our side. I'm just tired of my people being afraid. I guarantee them hear me talk like this, them will look for me crossway. And them will quick enough for come test me. But my people, you know, all the one sovereign man I go on so. I posted that. They could go around, they go step on him. And they go quick for come test me. But them I hear me a talking. And them now go challenge the oppressive system where I mash up all the way. Them now go side with me and say, boy, King man, we no warrior, you know, like you are, we now go to no war, you know, but I agree with you and I will support you. But we could find some kind of resolve. We can, because it's there. The Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom is there, which gay, cross-dressing, sodomite, parliamentarian, or politician can rearrange that to benefit themselves and them not dead, and them not hang, and them family not get wiped out. Which one? You have certain things where these sodomite cannot touch, so what them do? Them hide it from you. Road Traffic Act 9 of the Constitution, that of them act, it not apply a bullshit that. Them think they are contract. If you not have no contract, them think they not apply. What kind of Road Traffic Act? Which give, dunce, police for come give intelligent, free man chat. Pussy, you get your head blow off instantly. Which batty boy can tell me something not my right? Which politician can tell me not them right there? Which Andrew Ordinance? Which security minister? Which one of them clown you? Tell me I show us it's all colonization. But you don't want to hear me. I bet you if me that say boy, you know, say I want heap of money around this, I forget my thing with a full. Because that's all motivate our people. What you say? Babylon say we forget about money. Like you don't understand say from Babylon I give you anything. That's the subtle control. Dumbasses out there. Bragging, bragging, bragging about your enslavement. Dumbasses. That's why I say I am he. Yeah, man. We bring the information, we bring clarity. Naturally. Now, check the gurus then. Check Yusuf then. Millionaire at your expense. The government not paying that much. Check Eon. These guys will tell you they are trillionaires, but you can't see it. It's all in their mind. A man like me, I tell you something, a Nestorian king, sovereign man, Nestorian king, West Indian, them thing there. Now, go do the research. You're going to find a castle called Dallas Castle. And my name is Dallas. So who you think is not the king? when I express myself this way. No other dollars, not in the earth, I express anything when I express. There is no other dollars where express themselves as a sovereign man outside of the foreign Babylonian jurisdiction as being free. I am he. I'm the only one. And I may teach it, so you're gonna have many. And from just my house, this is how I free all of the people and we're associated with dollars. Whether by marriage, whether even by friendship. This is what it is. But when you colonize, you never can even grasp this level, grasp this concept. You never can comprehend unless me I break it down every day to you people. Salute Assembly, honor me king. You will never get it without somebody a shine light in these dark locations. Can't get it. But we have some people who quick for think them can attack with, audacious enough to think them can attack with. They are telling them, especially some of them who figure thrown them on the mainland, on the bourgeois, no, we can't sit down right here, so knock on the door and keep telling them these things, but I don't believe it. Jamaica have nowhere for hide. That's why I'm publicize myself. Me not hide. Just come fuck with me now and see if me got run a hide where police are put most wanted. Most wanted for your horrid mothers. Which we think I do not run and hide. It must be mad. It must be mad. That's why I say it's a whole different approach. We said we choose to be lawful and we choose to do the right thing. And that we choose. But don't come and oppress me. You know what I mean? I bring earth and harm to it. And when we retaliate and totally decimate completely, we're not going to tell us that is not the right thing or that wasn't the right thing. You must say out order. Telling us I don't say nothing yet. I don't have it one way and think that's it. But the judgment already set. And it's only ones and ones that have to choose which side they're upon. Because me know me upon the side of the Almighty Creator. Me upon the side where nature exists. Me upon the side where truth exists. Me upon the side where love exists. But we have to secure and protect this side. We will not turn no other cheek. And don't make we become the aggressor, but we have to start hunt. Now make we now go have to wait upon an excuse for step. Because that would be a whole nother level again. It's a whole nother level again when we become the aggressor. There is a thing called fundamental rights and freedom. If you don't know it, all right. There's a thing called Universal Declaration on Human Rights. Let's adhere to those kind of principles, those kind of authority, and make us start this. Make we implement what we already have in the Charter, Chapter 3, and make we work from there. You understand? Make we work from there. Because anything else, me know the judgment will ever come. Believe me, you can have some way we're going to find it not just hilarious, exciting, and we are going to be the ones that lay out the rascal of judgment. And you're going to have others out there who are total torment. So it goes. The righteous are going to have to stand up, and the righteous shall stand. And the unrighteous are going down naturally. Good will always prevail over anything but evil. Naturally. I will more thing we can touch upon in about, I kind of try point out some information here where, the item of us jump in on it, man. As I said, Indian land cessation in the United States. The US Congress serial set number 4015, which controls the second part of the two-part 18th Annual Report of the Bureau of American Ethnology to the Secretary of the Smithsonian Institution, 1896, 1897. Now, this area we name Smithsonian is another place where totally decimate the location and rearrange a lot of information. This very Smithsonian. And when you hear ethnology, this is when you have some foreign white people who come from our island through them don't know nothing about we and come live amongst we, and then them go write all kind of fuckery story and I tell we say we come from Africa. When them come here come see we. These fuckers come from Black Sea area. Them not originate in America. But when them curious and I say them I discover where them come. And we have some Rasta around here who play the bullshit game with them. They're telling us a Rasta a government control organization. Because government give Rasta land and say, do you think that's no different from the Maroon, a government control organization, these organizations. That's why I'm not really participate and have interest in being a part. Me have too much knowledge. You understand? Me get too much clarity. I couldn't keep all that to myself. Me have to share it. So we, as our Indian nation, is a non-government controlled society. And now me understand why Twitter not me. It's because me I express myself as an organization. This is a Twitter now have nothing free for me as an organization. They must say me have to pay $100, something like that, for the year. So I don't know. I have to go put some money on my card because sometimes you see when me now have the card for just tick 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 right away. I hate when me have to say, hey, come do this for me. Fuck with that. Yeah man. So I have a non-interest bearing card, but I know says a card was supposed to can use for them foreign thing. You know what I mean? So all I have to do is put a whole heap of Jamaican money on it. So I want just a chunk on that. I have got chunk probably a chunk on $100,000 on the card there and use it, the US equivalents for fix up some little things. You know what I mean? Me have to share the information from people and where me not have access to if I can call every day. Me have to put information out there for my people, whether in my class, because I discover that me have a lot of people in a class and them touch base and send a strength and make me know say, yo, a strength here, because I'm in their class. And I can appreciate that. Most of them now feel do nothing, Them now feel actively I say, hey, I want paperwork, I want drive without no, them just want to learn and them learn. You have people who link me and I make me know say, watch me through, me can't read and write too well and me I learn. Now when I speak, people think me have big brain people. Yeah man, people think me have big brain. And I'm just listening to you, how you organize your sentence structure and how you direct way to look up the meaning of the words. So I man can appreciate that. And that is more than enough for me. You understand? So I have to say salute to I pupils out there. Cause me have a few pupils. Some will admit it openly, while others will just hide and learn. You understand? But that will tell you them true nature. The rat that they are, intellectual pirates that they are. Yeah, man. And them problems that we have sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to maintain them kind of information, yeah? So, I'm going to jump off here now, right now, the 1 hour mark. So, anytime we come through again, we just bring some more clarity as usual. But again, may I try to say, we are free. We're all a free people. Them are enslaved way, presumingly. So, we have to rebut that presumption and move away from that nonsense. Get away from the political system because I really it the problem out there. And once you now participate, you now have no, them now have no authority for mess with you. This is why I say challenge them. Challenge every single thing. You might be surprised when you win. Just challenge them. Anyway, give thanks and praise. The brave may fall, but never yield. And we say bold and brave, firm and strong. Salute, free people. West Indian, read. Read. And when you can't read, get the computer to read for you. Yeah, man. The computer will do that for you for free. Complete gratitude.